all that sort of stuff. We need to measure that and support people on it. You know, we don't deal that much with management companies, but we do have a couple of clients that use some pretty big management companies for the entire operation. And when you look at those contracts, the first kicker, if you will, for any incentive, there's basically first kicker for any incentive fee is member resident satisfaction. Before anything else, regardless of how well they did compared to budget, they don't get anything else unless they hit certain criteria in membership satisfaction scoring. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is our measuring our internal processes, whether it's check-in, check-out time in the milk shop, whatever it may be, food and beverage, the length of time from placing an order to getting the order to getting out the door. Those are the internal processes that we have to be perfect at. You know, as residents, you deserve that. And so, you know, it's not fair to your staff and your department heads and your manager if we don't figure out a mechanism for measuring that to make sure that, you know, that's all going into how we evaluate them as well. So it's a concept that's very commonly used, including in service industries, and it's something that, again, club and association industry usually comes late to a lot of these management techniques. But non-profits, again, are implementing that. So it's just trying to measure people in all the ways that are important to you. We've mentioned already the Valley Crest contract. We suggest you audit that, revisit the cost allocations between golf and the common area. When you buy fuel, and usually for off-road purposes, like most clubs and associations do, you actually get credit in your federal tax return for that. There's a tax you're paying as part of that, as you guys know. So this is an example of one of the things you would maybe look for when you're looking at that. That, okay, we're not getting that in our tax return because we're not paying it, but we're getting charged for full price of gas. Just a little example. So basically a number of things there to think about. Okay, well, I'll change the slides to unhold the mic.
Okay, we're getting close to wrapping up. These are some other recommendations. We think the association should conduct a reserve study and implement reserve funding plan. I think our final recommendation at this time is that there should be no user fees for amenities other than golf and food and beverage. Implement revenue enhancement ideas raised by the Strategic Planning Committee, including those typically in other spheres. Charge for guest passes for contractors, offer more to-go and delivery options for food, repairs and maintenance services for homeowners, capital contributions on property resales, ensure that all communications to the community from board members have full board approval prior to issuance. Conduct an internal control review for operational efficiencies. Consider a governance review of committee structures and board reporting. Implement intensive and ongoing staff training in focus on customer service for all staff. And again, to implement the balanced scorecard approach to department head performance measurement. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Bob and Phil. I think that you'll understand why we asked a very professional firm such as McGrath Pullen, with their background and not only, you know, in a lot of different areas, but particularly with communities like ours throughout the country and throughout the state, coming here to conduct what we wanted was an independent analysis and a firm that can come in and provide us not only with an analysis of our own situation, but that it can be compared to what other CERA communities are doing. And I think they've done that in a very admirable way and in a very comprehensive way, so we thank you for your report. Just to kind of sum up what I said earlier, we will take questions and comments from the board this morning. We will have an opportunity for residents to come and to ask questions this afternoon. Sign up for questions will start at 1:30. We'll conduct that session from 2 to 4. And it goes, you know, it looks like it's going to go beyond 4. We're going to have to wrap it up at 4 o'clock. So, would the board like to take a short break? Or okay, we'll take a short 5-minute break and come back, and we'll ask questions and comments from the board in the gym.